Should you rent out your units as pet friendly or not? In today's video, we're going to discuss, should you make your income property units pet friendly or not? Hey, if you're new to me, my wife Mel and I have now purchased over 240 units in 5 different countries: Canada, US, Costa Rica, Mexico, and Dominican Republic. And we have had thousands of tenants over the years. We have self-managed, we have built property management companies, and we have outsourced. So we have had a lot of experience with tenants and pet-friendly units. So today I'm going to be discussing 3 things about pet-friendly units. Now, number 1 is when you're actually trying to rent out a unit, right? So you're renting out the unit. You will typically, let's say you have, property here. I'm just going to do a door so you know 1 and property 2. So 1 and 2. If you have someone who's like me, who loves pets, Mel and I have 2 German Shepherds, okay? If I'm looking at this one that is not pet friendly, okay, and I'm looking at this one that is pet friendly, which one do you think I'm going to go to? Well, this one isn't even an option, right? So let's say they were charging, and I'm making up rents here. Let's say this one was $1,000 a month. Okay, and I can't bring my pets in, and I'm being given a hard time. And this one is, I don't know, $1,200, right? 1.2K a month. Well, this is going to be my option, right? Because I have 2 German Shepherds. I need a place to stay. This one is pet friendly. I'm definitely willing to pay more money if I can bring my 2 basically kids, right? We have 3 kids, but the 2 German Shepherds are like kids to us. I'm going to bring them, right? They're coming with me no matter what. So I'm willing to pay a higher premium because I get to bring my pets. And why does that higher premium matter? Because if you're looking at this as an income property, right? And I touched on this in other videos, but your net operating income, right, is basically your income minus your expenses, okay? And which equals your NOI. Now, if your income is higher, you're going to have a higher net operating income, which is what we're all striving for with income properties. So if you can charge a higher rent and get a higher NOI, you are further ahead. Now, a little pro tip here: having a pet is actually a human right in some provinces and some states, okay? So the fact that you're saying pets are not allowed is not allowed in some places. Or what happens is people end up moving in, not telling you they have a pet, and then the day after they moved in, well, guess what? I have 2 dogs, I have 2 cats, I have XYZ, and there's nothing you can do about it because human rights ends up protecting them, and you don't even have a choice. So as income property owners and as landlords and as investors, I much rather say, hey, we are pet friendly. How many pets do you have? What does your situation look like? Right? The evil you know versus the evil you don't know. So I get all the information out ahead of time. I'm able to make a decision and also able to charge a little bit higher rent because I am pet friendly. So this is when you're renting out units. Be sure that you're very aware of this, that there are human rights codes and different violations that you could be doing. Now, that was for renting, okay? What about more long-term tenants? Okay, and I have terrible writing, but what about more long-term tenants? What would you rather? Would you rather have a unit here that has, right, let's do this, that has constant turnover, right? Let's call it TO, turnover, or Toronto, TO. Anyway, but constant turnover, what does this equate to? Every single time a unit changes over, it's going to cost you, let's say, money for a dump run to get all the garbage out, some renos, what else? If you have property management, basically the finder's fee for the new tenants. I'm trying to think what else. You might have loss of income, right? So loss of money. Let's say if it doesn't get rented, you have loss of income. So what I'm getting at here is if you have a tenant that has a pet and you're constantly on them because you're non-pet friendly, they're eventually going to leave, and you might miss out on some amazing long-term tenants. Some of my best tenants in all the buildings that Mel and I have, right, have been people with pets. Okay, so think about this. Some of the places you could eat off the floor. If I had been a non-pet friendly person, I would have missed out on so much, and it probably would have cost me more money down the road, okay? So I want you to think bigger picture. I want you to think as an investor, and obviously as a pet lover, I have a biased opinion, but if you want to look at the dollars and cents, This, right, will make more dollars and cents down the road if you are pet friendly, just my opinion. And last up, I know you're thinking it, so might as well get it out of here, is going to be the maintenance. Okay, maintenance and materials. Okay, I'll just put that because you have to buy more materials, everyone thinks, if you have pet friendly. Honestly, in all the years, in all the units that we've had it, I can think off the top of my head, probably a handful, okay? Like for real, a handful where the pet has done more damage than any other wear and tear of other units, okay? So out of the thousands of tenants and the hundreds of units we have, there's maybe been 5, right? Where the baseboards were eaten up, where the flooring was really scratched up. I'm trying to think what else. The walls, right? The walls were scratched. What else was the worst case scenario? Even the door, maybe the door. But again, thousands of tenants, okay? Hundreds of units, and I can think of maybe like 5 off the top of my head, right? So it's not an increased cost. And depending on what materials you buy and the maintenance that you do, right? If you buy those, the vinyl click laminate, right? There's also the plank flooring, all those types of things, right? That are not over expensive and they do last. Again, it's not going to be that much more maintenance and materials over any other tenant, okay? And this, right? Your increase in net operating income and your income far supersedes, right? Any of the wear and tear that you would have. So honestly, from experience, this is just my opinion, I would take a pet-friendly, awesome tenant all day, every day, because from my experience, like I mentioned multiple times here, they have been amazing tenants. It has actually helped me generate more income, keep longer-term tenants, right? Pros, and the cons have really not been enough to sway me any other way. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully if you're looking at renting out units and you're looking at potential tenants, that when you look at the pets, don't look at it as a detriment. Look at it as this is someone that's looking for a place to live. They love animals, a lot of people do, and you're providing them with accommodations. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified, so anytime I release another one, you'll be the first one to know. I'm Dave, and I'll see you in the next video.